Episode 4, Primetime CEO Podcast. I'm the host, Nick. I got Game God Goldie in the building.
One and only.
Mr. Organic in the building.
Have no fear, Mr. Organic is here.
Let them know where we at, man. We in the middle of the ocean with it.
Man, in Miami, on a yacht, doing players do some boss vibes,
Yeah, feeling real aquatic, you know what I mean? Feel like Aquaman right now, you know what I'm saying? Where Atlantis at? You know what I mean? I know they got some gold and all type of mermaid down there. I want to see about it. You know what I'm saying? They say it's somewhere around here. I need it.
Oh, God.
For sure.
I don't blame you. First question for y'all. Speaking of like success, all, well-off individuals, we all successful, and that comes with a lot. Not everybody can handle that. But something I'm curious about, because me personally, I got like a handful, probably less than a handful of people I can call friends. So how do you find friends at our level of success? In your opinion,
It's very difficult to find people on your level to be your friend, especially if you put all this work in, all the ups and downs, because your radar and your discernment is at a higher level. So like people, it's not gonna get past a certain barrier when you work this hard to get to this level, that it's hard to get new friends. But what happens is when you moving right, got the right mindset, and equal energy people will match you, and you will find them in that quest. Like it'll probably start off as business, and like Goldie, you start off business, but I see him as a friend now from how he move, how he operate with me. I'm like, man, that's my dog. I hold him in high regard, even though we just met. But it ain't many, you know what I'm saying? But you got to put people in a position to show their loyalty without you asking. When you're not around, how they talk about you. You know what I'm saying? When people just come to you like, man, he brought you up, he told you, he said, oh, what? Because I know closest friends that won't do that.
Yeah.
That you do for 1,000 years. They would never give you that love when you're not around. You know what I'm saying? So when you're at the top, it's how people act when you're not around, I feel like.
Facts, man. I like that quote.
And for me, I'd say, when you get to a higher level, you got to pick your friends. On the lowest level, your friends pick you. On the highest level, you're supposed to be really curating your environment, because it's so important. Every woman you have, every person around you is gonna either take you towards or take you away from your success. On the highest level, you have to pick your friends. And it's really about the values. If your values is aligned, I'm gonna find my friends in the gym. I'm gonna find my friends at that mastermind event. Those are the people that you want to be your friend, the ones who got the same values as you. So you really just gotta pick them. And I'll be honest though, like back in the day, I used to say, man, this, that, and the third, because it's the type of person I was at the time. When I started elevating my mind, my habits, my integrity, and things like that, I started to meet individuals who came to the table with things. They came to the table trying to give. When I was around, I wasn't shit. So everybody was taking from me. That was the environment. So when you elevate yourself, I feel like you're gonna find friends at whatever level you want. So when you rise, you're gonna find people on that same level.
Word. You attract what you put out, man.
That's 100%. A fact. If you attracting bad friends, man, you a bad person. You attracting low level women, you a low level dude. You're not gonna escape universal laws.
You're not, and that goes for everything. So people got to move accordingly and have that in their forefront of their mind when they interacting with people, how they conduct themselves. You know what I'm saying? How you walk, how you talk, what you putting out, what you listening to. You know what I'm saying? Facts. What you eating, everything counts, man. Because people got to feel that aura, and negative people will draw to you if you're negative. In any aspect of your life, keep it elevated, man. Everything.
Facts, man. I like that. So we spoke a little about success. So now we're gonna move into like women and love. That usually tends to spark interest in people, especially coming from 3 good-looking dudes like us, man.
It's an important piece.
It is
vital.
Matter of fact, speak about what you said about if you don't get that part right, nothing else is right.
Man, I say it all the time. The quality of your life is going to be based on the quality of your relationships, right? And the relationship with the woman that you have is going to be the longest lasting. Even if you got kids, when they get out the house, the person you spend the most time with is going to be your woman, right? You the average sum of the 5 people you hang around most. So you hanging around that woman the most, but you don't really think about that when you pick your woman. So if you don't get that right, if you don't learn how to like who likes you, if you don't learn how to deal with that in your household, then that woman could bring everything you doing down. Everything you doing is going to be less if you don't pick that right. I know a lot of people who have a lot of money. They don't have that part right, and their life is not as good as mine because I have that part right. So if you don't get that part right, your life still ain't gonna be good. That's why I feel like people are like, oh, you always talking about women. It's important. I'm talking about it because people listening. Why are they listening? Because that's a pain point in their life.
Yeah, extremely important. Yeah, like you choose wisely is my motto about everything. You know what I mean? That's physically, mentally, monetarily, especially your woman. Like, and that's why I'm so like individualized. How I move around, how I think. I can't allow no woman in my space unless it's like it's perfection, because I perfected myself. I put everything on the line to be the person I am today. So if someone's gonna come into my kingdom and get all this energy, all this mindset, oh come on, man, it ain't even the money. We ain't even get to that.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? That's the last. That's the last thing. Stop it. Stop talking about the bad. That's transactional. You know what I mean? Because you leave from me, the money I gave you ain't gonna compare to what you're gonna be able to leave with.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You're gonna make $1 trillion what I give you just for being around and catching this aura. Understand? I built your mind and your body being around me.
For a woman, like, how important is mentors and people ahead of you? When you have a woman, you damn near her mentor. You got an in-house mentor critiquing, helping you with everything in your life. That's invaluable.
Yeah, you can't. It's priceless.
Yeah.
So like when you choose that right woman, that's why a real man ain't got like this my girl. You ain't got a real amount of women that you gonna say that's your girl. Like that one is gonna be rare if you one of the ones. You know what I'm saying? And choose her wisely, because she can, like he's saying, tear you down, but he can build you up too.
Yeah.
If you build her up right to be your sidekick, to be your Robin. You know what I'm saying? When you Jordan, it's very important. You know what I'm saying? He had a vital role.
It's a lot of dudes out here living quiet lives of desperation. I see it all the time, and I'll be like, it's that woman that you with. If you wasn't with her, you'd be doing way more. Everything is about energy. I say it all the time, right? They say time is everything. No, energy is everything. Because if you got all the time in the world but don't got the energy, you're not going to do nothing with your time. And that woman is taking away your time, your energy. She texting you bullshit. She's doing this. She's doing that. It's a huge energy leak. And energy is the most vital thing you got on the road to success, on the road to your dreams, on the road to building everything. So you got to pick that right.
Yeah, it's so important, because like stress, anxiety, all that comes from your energy. It's not what's really going on, it's how you feel. Because you could be going through the worst thing in the world, but your energy right, I'm gonna get up and say fuck it. But if your energy ain't right, you gonna lay there and just dwell in it. Oh man, I can't do it. It's the worst thing in the world, but I'm finna go run. I'm about to go get in the gym, I'm about to go read this book. I'm about that energy gotta be right. And you got a woman beside you that's bringing out your energy, knick-knacking and getting on your nerves. You don't want to go home, life over with.
That's what I'm saying. You know, these women, they be bringing up, I say it all the time, you want to bring this $5 petty bullshit problem to me when I'm chasing millions. I'm not dealing with it, right? Get over it yourself. We're not going to talk about what the issue is. You need to figure it out, get over it, then come to me with better energy, because I'm taking my time away from these $1 million dreams, everything I'm doing, to talk about some $5 petty bullshit. Nah, I ain't doing it.
Right, and I don't have time for peace or patience. Like, that's my end game goal. Like, I was talking to this therapist today on this little podcast I was doing. She like, where do you see yourself at the end? I said, I walk this earth, and the person that resembled me the most and I had the same thought patterns is not even humans. It's Thanos from Avengers. And what did he want to do? People see the balance and destroying all these planets, but what did he do at the end when he conquered everything? Went to his garden and sat there and was chilling at peace. I just want peace. But till I find my peace, I'm going to war with the world. I will tear this whole universe down to find my peace. That's my thought patterns. I want to sit on the farm, sitting there chilling, eating some fruit, and looking at my horses running around. Did it. So if you disturbing that and slowing it down on that, you gotta be with it.
Hey, that's an important point that you touched on, because a lot of dudes don't understand how vital it is. I've seen it up close and personal, even in my own life, what a woman will do to your life when the energy ain't right. It drags everything down. And these dudes, because it's not tangible, they don't really understand. I see dudes all the time. They getting a little money, they getting a little something from the situation. They don't understand that what you're getting is not even comparable to what you're giving up, right? You think that woman is around you for nothing? You got to take inventory of what you're giving, your time, your energy, your insight, all of that you be putting back into yourself. I wasted a decade of my life pouring into everybody else instead of myself. If I'd have put that same time and energy into myself, I'd be so great right now. So I told myself, I'm not putting time and energy into nothing and nobody who's not on the same page.
Right, and that's my mindset too, because they be always asking me like, okay, where the woman at? I never thought about no woman beside me and going to the sunset. I was thinking of glory. I'm thinking on the greatest. I'm thinking of statues. I'm thinking of God shoes. I'm thinking of gold caskets. They thinking of tigers. I'm thinking the mother lion wake me up in the morning. Boom, get off me. Gorilla in the backyard. Now I'm an ignorant. That's what I'm thinking about. The bitches got to figure it out and find a way to get around me. And I wish it came, but I wasn't thinking of you. I was thinking of walking across the moat for real with the crocodiles down there. My thought patterns.
Man, hey, listen, I had an uncle tell me one time, he said, hey, listen, I ain't worried about the broad. The broad better worry about me, and she better catch up and keep up. You can't be, you worried about her, you looking back. You got to be looking at what you trying to look for. She better figure it out and make sure she keep up if she want to be around.
Right, and I would appreciate it. So it's not like I'm ever going to run from the right situation, come and want to build on it. There's certain things that I got to work on myself to be able to allow a queen to come to my kingdom. But at the same time, that was never my vision. I was raised by wolves, man. You know what I'm saying? I was outside early, man. That's I had to go get it. I'm outside 7 years old with the 7th grade out there selling candy, pulling up. I was like that. You know what I'm saying? 10th grade, leave my crib. I'm going older brother. We selling pounds in high school, putting up scooter chain on. I got to get it, man. I don't like not having shit, man. I get anxiety when I get past a certain level of money, man. I got to go for it. So like I love women. They do me very well. I never had a adversarial situation with a woman. They always did whatever I want, how I want it in my life. That's never been a problem. So I appreciate y'all, but y'all got to get with the program. You know what I'm saying? Because that ain't my end game. My end game is glory. I'm sorry. I got to have it.
And you making concessions for a woman who don't understand what it takes to be a king. How are you making concessions? Okay, she get with me. She asked me, oh, well, I need you to do this. For you to be with me, this is my love language. These things are taken away. How are you listening to a woman who doesn't know what it takes to be a king about anything? She should be listening to me. It shouldn't be back and forth. I'm the king here. You get what I'm saying?
Right. And you got to accommodate to my rules to make me better, right? You got to conform yourself to my rule here. So I can't be conforming to you, because who's really trying to do it the massive way?
Man, the kingdom was already built before you got here. So how dare you try to come into this kingdom and then try to tell me how the rules are supposed to go? You gonna break the kingdom down because you don't know what it takes to run this.
This shit written in blood. This shit on scrolls. This shit written in concrete. You can't reconfigure this shit, baby. You can add to it if you can, but figure it out. Read them hieroglyphics while I'm not around. I'm at war. At my gates trying to take this shit from me. I gotta strap up. I can't just sit in the crib. When you're a real king, you just can't sit on your throne and wait. You gotta really go to war every time. Do your mother research how a king really be when it's wartime. He on the first horse in the front. He can't sit in the back like, y'all go. That's doing work. They gotta respect him when he comes back to that kingdom. He out there knocked down 20 of them. Stood, king. You can't sit in the back like, y'all go, no.
Oh, God.
And you can't really expect a woman to understand it. That's why I ain't doing too much talking. This is what it is. You got to get with it. I can't even expect you to understand something that you've never been through. You've never even been a man, which is just something in itself, let alone the next level man, really out here trying to get something greater. So therefore, I don't down her. I just let her know, listen, I'm not even going to have a conversation with you about it. This is what it is. You got to get behind it.
And if she understand that, she going to move accordingly. She going to witness. And that's the only thing we going to deal with, ones that choose us and understand us. So if you know me, you like me, you know what I'm coming with. You know what I'm saying? I'll work with you if you know what I'm saying, come right, but you know it.
And you would know, right? It's a lot to handle. I know. It's a lot to deal with me, and I know most women can, and I ain't mad at you for it, but this is what it is. I'm not conforming. I'm not doing anything less than what I am.
Right, and it worked for me so far. I don't have no void in that realm, so it's not like you're going to help me be better. Baby, I'm great. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? Like, trust me. Like the chick asked me, when you get to 60, when I get to 60, it's going to be 1,000 women at my beck and call to choose from. I'm never going to stop, brother.
Hey, that reverse psychology, when you gonna be lonely, listen, I'm great by myself. See, these women don't understand, when you really a dude like we are, and the things we chasing and the input that we put into ourselves. I love myself and my life so much by myself. I'm not like you. I don't need companionship to feel fulfilled. I am fulfilled by myself right now, accomplishing the goals, working on myself. She just doesn't understand that. So when she said, you gonna be alone at 60, and I'll be 60 years old, loving myself, loving my life, fully fulfilled. A woman can't do that. So that's why you can't take advice from a woman, because she can never be what you are.
That's your problem. That ain't gonna be my problems. By that time, man, I'll be so bossed up, billionaire shit, the robots walking around and shit. Be not easy by that time. They got all, you see them robots? Bitches is fine. Bitch, I think, hey, don't get too carried away around them.
He talking about when you 60, like that's the end goal.
Right.
Like, what about the whole life up until then? We just say, oh, only one point in life is what matters, but the whole time up until then, I was doing the greatest of my life.
Balling like a dog. Bitch, hey.
The journey is the point, not the end.
Right, you worry about the end, bitch. I done lived the whole life by that time. Level, highest levels. I did what I want, freedom. I ain't had to conversate nothing. You tell me I got to walk this earth and did what I want, talk like I want all the way to 60? I'm a Don Dollar. Don't be, they gotta write that name in blood in the sky, man. What is you talking about, baby? You better go find some other. I'm not the one you think I am. Compare me to him. I dare you to. It's
Yeah.
you're gonna be bashful for the rest of your life. You're gonna be walking around with shame on you.
Hey,
Don't do that.
I feel like, you know, a woman really want to bring you down from your throne because it makes her feel more comfortable. Not all of them, but a lot of them, I feel like unconsciously or consciously, they're trying to bring you down because if you feel that much bigger than them, which you are, then she knows and you know that you got more options than her. She don't want you to feel like that.
That's a shame, right?
Yeah.
And it should be glorified that a black man coming from nothing, built himself up to this level, ain't do nothing wrong, ain't hurt nobody, ain't committing no crimes, looking good, smelling good. You know what I'm saying? Like the chick asked me, would I want my daughter to date a guy like me? How about this? How about dude you fucking son to be a man like me that retired your ass? Bitch, my mom retired sitting up, feet up. I call her right now. She'll cry to talk to me. What I done for her. You hear me? Everything she asked for, she got it. Teeth done. What you mean? Retired, crib, car, Benz off of me.
Man,
That's what you know what I'm saying? That's what you want to. What you want your son to do that for you?
Come on.
How, ask that question.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? You worry about the wrong thing, bitch. About you not having to work. Your feet up, teeth done. Let's think about that. Your son ain't got no kids walking around here. He ain't he did it right way. You know what I'm saying? He ain't, man, what? He ain't in prison or nothing like that. Think about that. In shape, never drink, never smoke. You better check the glory.
Man,
you know what I'm saying?
Man, it's so backwards. That's why I'm not even gonna have a conversation about it. Because everything we saying, it doesn't even make sense. They thought process. That's why we're not even gonna have a conversation.
Right. It's true. It's true. Because like you sit there and analyze it, it's like, damn, where are your thought patterns at? You know what I'm saying? Women want to be so transactional. Once again, like we talked about, you worrying about getting $1 here just for being around when you could be around and walk away and make $1 million off what the game I gave you. Just the aura you caught.
Come on.
Just my repetition, how I'm moving.
Man, the books you reading, the wisdom you get, learning how to move, learning how to network, learning what to do, what not to do. Come on.
Sir.
What? And you want about, man, you got to at least take me out.
Listen, it's like you and me, right? If we got around a billionaire, a multi-hundred millionaire, right? We not worried about what couple of dollars we could get out of him today. We worried about what can I learn? What can I soak up? Even if it ain't what he's telling me, what movements, what mannerisms can I pick up? If she was smart, she would be thinking about what can I learn from this man.
That was wrong. That was hard. I ain't gonna lie. That's
for
real though, because that's a man thought was logical.
When you on this higher level, when you peep when dudes moving like that, you say he not the one. I ain't even gonna say nothing, but he not gonna get around me no more. These women, they shoot too short-term thinking. It's like running off on a plug. You running off on 100,000, you could have made millions if you stuck around because you shoot short-term thinking.
Like even if it was a chick that was a multi-millionaire boss.
A lot of these beautiful women in Miami, they got dudes that's giving them money and things like that, but they're getting the lease. Why? Because you're trying to get the lease. You should be around this multi-millionaire. Hey, what business can you put me on? What business game can you give me? Can I get a position in your business? They're not even thinking like that.
Paying attention to what he do, coming with a proposal, coming with a proposition, coming with a networking opportunity. Matter of fact, baby, I know you got the boats. I got a guy that got the
I met somebody who's in your business. Can I get a little commission off of what I'm bringing to the table?
Come on, man. So that's the real thing when we talk about, hey, it ain't about that. You were looking at the wrong thing. You weren't about the motherfucking pennies when you be grabbing these dollars.
Yeah, man.
You hear me?
Man, that's $1 million game.
You said some shit right there, man.
I'll tell you, man, that's what we don't know. Like it's so like it's just so sad that they take it for face value because they want to be just so you know what I'm saying, peon minded in Peasantville worrying about these fucking crumbs and we eating big ass motherfucking wedding cakes, bitch. I'm saying we eating motherfucking smorgasbord.
And to me, I just feel like, hey, you so stupid. You just blew $1 million lottery ticket because I don't want to do this and do this and do that for you. Do you know if you'd have been accepted into my life, the people you would have met, the multi-millionaires that I'm doing things with, that you'd have met their wife, you could have been in the whole circle and elevated your whole life. But because I wouldn't do this and make these little concessions, you don't want to deal with it. It's your loss. I ain't mad at it. It just don't make sense.
And then look how far it got you. So when a woman does act like that, you just ask her, how far has this got you doing this?
Hey, listen, I had an uncle one time, right? And he was cold when it came to women, right? Posh, polished, he was from Seattle, suit wearing player, And he used to tell me, he's like, listen, I'm not going to convince this woman to deal with me. Convince yourself to deal with this good situation like you convince yourself of all the bad situations that got you the way you are in life. You want me to convince you to deal with me when you done convinced yourself of all these poor decisions in your life that got you damn near 30 years old with nothing.
Come on, man.
I'm not convincing you. Convince yourself, but we ain't doing it.
Like how many times you gotta set a little bags back? You know what I'm saying? How many times you gotta look at them old Instagram videos and now you can't go back on your own reconnaissance. You hear me? You can't go on a girl's trip. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't afford that. You finance that.
When I'm invited on a jet, I'm not on there just trying to take pictures. I'm trying to get with the person whose jet it is or who got this jet and talk to him about what he's doing so I can do my own thing. A woman don't care. That's why you see these women, they on the jets, they here in Dubai. They're never trying to talk to this dude to try to figure out how they could do that themselves. That's all I'm trying to figure out. If I'm around somebody doing big things, I want to learn what you learn so I can do it myself. They just want to leech off somebody. But as long as you're dependent on somebody, as soon as they don't got it, your life is over. You could be 40 years old, marry a multi-millionaire, he fuck up the business, he do some fraud shit, now you have nothing. Why would you not be trying to learn that for yourself?
Right, and then why aren't you learning that man instead of just trying to be around, right, and feed off what he got? Why aren't you learning who he really is and what he really doing? You know what I'm saying? Because you can really build off that. Because just in case he do flip on something, you can know how to run off and do some shit too and add to his situation. Not just sitting there freeload looking at the jewels and ain't looking at the gems. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you getting them some high level game right
now. That's high level.
High level
you know what I'm saying? That's how you stick around for real.
That's the difference between a broad who getting $1,000 for being with that man for a night, or the one who's in there marrying that dude and getting some houses and some businesses and things like that.
Isn't that the goal?
It's the different thought process.
Right. So isn't that the goal they should be going after instead of just going for those little accomplishments and little like I just don't get it. So when we talk to them, we're really giving them that and they ain't picking it up, so we don't feed them the full understanding. But that's what we're basically saying.
It's a different mindset. It's that emergency mode. I heard Dame Dad say it once, and I say it all the time. Like, I don't want to be around nobody in emergency mode because they gonna do things. They gonna cut off the opportunity. They gonna take that chance to see if they could get a couple dollars because they not thinking farther. So if a woman has that emergency mode thought process, I can't even deal with you because ain't no telling what you gonna do.
Man, I just talked to like I said, the last podcast I just did is still on my mind because, you know, you ever talk to a chick and right away they'd be like, it is the first thing that come out of their mind, like, oh, you know, my guy, I just like a provider and, you know, protector, provider. It's in the Bible, right? But baby, you understand how many pages in this Bible, how many quotations, how many different scriptures in this Bible? You went to that one quote, and on top of that, we already live in sin. So why are you bringing this glorified, you know what I'm saying, holy situation book into this sinful situation we in? Yeah, that's shame on you. Like, this is straight blasphemy even bringing that up.
No, that's real.
You see what I'm saying? Like, whoa, you just took that. I'll be here today. We ain't there. Why are you talking about some stuff? Don't bring this up.
Hey, bring up the helpmate part.
Damn.
Oh, God.
How about that? But they don't know that part. No, they don't know that. So don't do that. And then that's my wife. Like, you're not my wife. You my wife? I just met you. That's the first thing. I like guy provided. I'm doing bad. You know, I need you.
Hey, but you know, it's a lot of dudes out here who are spewing that and they got money. So it's like, as long as somebody got money, whatever they saying, they feel like they gonna go with it. A lot of dudes out here really feel like, oh, I'm not a man if I don't pay for everything. Right. My manhood ain't predicated on what I'm giving to a random broad.
No. And I get it. And you niggas on that, God bless you. I'm not mad at you.
I ain't mad at it.
Everybody got
how you want to live.
Everybody got different ways they play this game. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't Jordan, everybody ain't LeBron. We got bitch playing niggas. That was known. John Paxson hit them threes and they counted. You know what I'm saying? I'm Michael Jordan. I set the rules around this motherfucker. Man,
tell him again. I say every man living a spirit. That's why I ain't mad about whatever a man say. That's your life, your spirit. In my spirit, is how I go. Yeah. And if you want to come into my sphere, my bubble, my life bubble, it's gonna be these rules and regulations. You ain't gotta be here, but if you want to be here, this is the doctrine.
This is my Jurassic Park, man. Yeah. I picked out the T-Rex. I want the Brontosaurus. I went and got that DNA design. My world.
And a lot of dudes out here are running off of everybody else's doctrine and never thought for themselves what they think actually makes sense. Because a lot of this shit they be saying don't make no sense, but you just went with it because that's what they say you're supposed to do.
Right. And exactly. So and once again, like I'm not mad at it. I appreciate the women that get over. Just treat me different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Treat Thanos a little different, man. I hate to snap around this motherfucker. I earned
this. Man. That's why
once again, I hear you. Like, we don't deserve shit in this world, brother. Me and this man and you, we earned this shit, brother.
We did.
Fucking deserved it, bro. No, we had to rip, man. This is earned, man.
It is. It's not
every day to maintain his life and still have the courage and ambition to go for more. Yeah. When we really came from nothing, we already a percentage of a percentage to even be here, and we got the audacity to want and go for more.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, hey,
get the fuck on, man.
It ain't about what you get. What you get is really just the receipts, but it's what you become and trying to get it. Because all the things you had to go through to be an entrepreneur, them cold nights, the anxiety, taking them risks, taking them losses, it's what you become. The character that you get is what I'm most proud of.
Yeah, most definitely.
And so a woman is not gonna come in here and tell me what I can and can't be and what I should and shouldn't do when I've already built this character going through something.
And that's why you attracted to me, baby. You ain't attracted to what you think you are.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You attracted to what I built, what I made with my two hands. That's from my body. That's from my mind. That's to my soul. I built this, man. No, it wasn't nothing given. I earned it and built this. So treat me accordingly.
Man, you know, I say it all the time. It's hard for a woman to really give us the credit they deserve. We deserve, just like it's hard for somebody who don't go to the gym to give credit to somebody who built a body. They're gonna say, "Oh, he does steroids or he starved himself." Unless you had to go through it, unless you had to go to the gym every day, eat right, all of this, you respect it when you see it because you know what he had to go through. Right? The woman don't know what you had to go through, so she don't give you the credit she deserves. She don't know what it took to do what you do.
Don't have a clue, man. Like, and they try to pull you down when you standing up there. They want to call you sassy and disrespect you just for being the man that you are, that you earned in the spot you groomed for nothing.
I don't mean to cut you off.
No, it's your show, brother. Go ahead.
That's just a good point. Like, how do you express yourself to a woman? Because women don't tend to like it when you vulnerable with them, or when you like, shit ain't going right,
choose
shit
wisely,
is down
brother.
right now, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that choose wisely is it. Because if a woman getting that from you, boy, she got to be really, you know what I'm saying, one of the ones. Because every woman don't deserve that. Right. Hell no. As a man, you hold that tight. You hold that to the death, really. You know what I'm saying? To be that vulnerable and give your real and your ups and downs, because they use that against you. They'll weaponize that and really terrorize you. You know what I'm saying? You don't get that to no woman, but the right woman, she will help you get through that. You know what I mean? So once again, it's always choose wisely, have that discernment. You know what I mean? Like, if you got the right woman, brother, that shit be nothing. She gonna help you.
Nah, that's real. And for me, it's more like, there's no reason for me to really express what I'm going through with you if you can't help me. Right. So it's like, what am I even going to talk? You're going to see everything through your lens of lack, doubt, and you ain't been through it. So for me to even express the downs I'm going through, it's not going to help because you can't help me. So I'm not even going to tell them to you. Now, if I have a woman who I could just really speak like that to, I'm going to speak like that to her. But honestly, man, and I had a mentor who told me this, and this was in business. This was in private equity. He was like, never broadcast your doubts to anyone. He said there's no reason to do it. All you're doing is putting out in the ether the negative things. No, all you need to do is, it's a problem, figure it out. Unless the person you're talking to is going to help you figure it out, there's no reason. It's only a negative that can come from.
Man, 100%. And I stand on that. And I always been that way. People think that it's a facade. No, I just been, trained for this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand life and I watch a lot of others. I made my best decisions off the mistakes of others. And watching them and like, I'm not doing that. Okay, that's how that happened. Oh shit, I'm not going that way. I've learned all that. So relenting that energy to just about anybody is one of the most priceless items on earth. It's because it's so dangerous. Like I'm saying, I done had best friends turn on me of being real, and I thought I known you all this time. No way, motherfucker, use that shit and fucking cover me with tar. You understand me? And it's alright though, because you live and you learn, but hold that shit light, man. Don't get that to nobody.
Yeah, man, I feel like, man, it's really no point to talk about your doubts because you shouldn't even be focused on the doubts. You should be focusing on the solution. So if you even giving too much energy to what's going wrong when you should be using that energy to figure out how to make it right, how to move forward.
And that's just the same thing with taking leaps of faith and investing in something or doing something. Don't look if it go wrong. How dare you? What if it go right? Oh, it's gonna go right. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, I do this move. Boy, it ain't, man. If I do this, man, I'm finna do this. Oh, it's gonna go here. It's going here. Yeah, it's on. You got to feed that energy, brother.
But let me be clear. I've had many women who I could come to, and they gonna tell, even when I was in doubt, who gave me nothing but encouragement, nothing, put the crown back on my head, straightening my crown up. I've had many women like that. So, but I pick them right. So a lot of dudes talk about what women gonna do. I've never really had that experience.
Me either. Because you, once again, choose wisely is everything. When you get that right woman, brother, she gonna make you good.
Yeah,
boy.
She gonna tell you to do things. Hey, she gonna, buy that next car, buy that next thing. You gonna figure it out. You this, you that.
Hey, baby, wake up. Wake up. I know you, matter of fact, get a little hour earlier. Go there, go now. You know what I'm saying? I see this thing. You got this yet for your podcast? Oh, I got this topic. Yeah, baby, you want to see me win? Yeah. This guy just, look at this right here. You see this? He got $100 million podcast. That's going to be you. You going to get it. What? That little shit go a long way.
And cherish that, because they ain't all like that.
They ain't all like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's
like,
more not like that than there is.
Hey, but you know what I say it all the time? Yeah, most of them ain't like that, but it's how it should be. We're rare individuals, so it should be rare women at the top. And guess what? We gonna naturally attract.
That's it, man. That's it. We're gonna eat at the top, man. We ain't worrying about the bottom feeders. You know what I mean? Like, I like lobster and shit like that, but I ain't trying to be down there with them.
Right.
You know what I mean? I pull them out. I pull them out, eat them at them on the rooftop. I'm not going down there getting them myself. You feel me?
It's a real interesting one for y'all because I know Goldie, you big on like the women. You don't really care what they look like. They gotta really just be, not saying you don't care what they look like, but you prioritize
that's for sure.
the them loving your dirty draws and doing everything.
Yeah, it's not
to
that
help
looks
you
don't
out.
matter. That's not
Yeah.
the biggest thing on the hierarchy of what I'm looking for in a woman, because, you know, looks fade and looks can't be bought. You know, I come from a lifestyle, you put a wig on a pig. You know, I come from a lifestyle. I know what most of these women look like. See, the average dude look at most of these women, they be like, she bad. He don't know why she bad. I can look at her and say, okay, I see she got the face filler, she got the lip filler, she got this done, she got that done. I understand that that's all put on top of her.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
So if it can be bought, how valuable is it really? So I just look at looks as how valuable they actually are. If it can be bought, it's not that valuable. But you know what's valuable? Something that can be bought. Character, integrity, what her soul is like, what her family background is like, those things. So I just prioritize what matters the most. Because unless you're a pimp, like I say, her looks ain't gonna pay you. So why you put so much emphasis on it? The biggest thing in my life that this woman can do for me is gonna be how she acts, how cooperative is she, how much she likes me, what her soul is like. You know, does she have a poor personality? Does she have a likable personality? Can I bring her around different individuals? Can she support me in these roles? Can she make me look good? That's when I prioritize it first.
Yeah.
So it's not like, oh, she could just be a, you know, Rasputia. You know what I'm saying? But even Rasputia, man, hey, man, I know how to turn it into something if I really wanted to. So it's really an ideology. It's not so, you know, black and white, but it's an ideology I have.
Yeah, and that's very true. And it all depends on what you're trying to get out of the situation. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
Hey, listen. And when you think about it like that, man, it's highly disrespectful that you over here disrespecting a woman that's doing all of this for you because she don't look the best, and a woman who's doing nothing for you, talking to you crazy, she just look good, you giving her all this and that. Hey, man, I have my arm around Rasputia if she making my life better, making my life better, making my kids' life better. I'm going to my kids is in private school, man. A woman being 1 to 10 to me, that number is based on what she's doing for me and how my life is better because of her. Okay. I feel like it's elementary thinking if you're not thinking like that. Now, I understand. If you're in the entertainment industry, if you're a rapper, if you something like that, if you got to be on TV, then a woman's beauty matters.
Right.
So therefore, to you, the beauty might come first because you got to be seen with her. People going to judge you based on that. But if you're not a rapper, if you're not on TV, if ain't nobody seeing you but the regular niggas you got in your neighborhood, then why do those looks matter so much if she not doing nothing else for you?
Damn right, it's very important. Like, take it seriously, man. Like, if people be worrying about and most of them, like he said, most of these women ain't naturally like that. Most of these women bodies they ain't worth for that body and all that. So you can't even hold that in high regard. You ain't worth for this. You gonna be truthful and tell you everything she done. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So make sure that you know, you pay attention to who she is, her character. You know what I'm saying? How she treats you. You know, everybody ain't in the position as us. I wish they were, but let's be realistic. Hey, every woman is not going to be able to. I mean, every guy is not going to have the aura and the understanding, the full infrastructure for a woman to like them. You know what I'm saying? To that degree, especially a bad one. So they might got to get something that's not that pretty because your aura ain't level 10.
Yeah. And you got to ask these dudes too. Like, really think about it. The woman of your dreams, right? Okay, she bad. Okay, after that, after you have sex with her 100 times, after you've been seen out with her 100 times, then what? If she's not a good person, if she's not cooperative, if she's always giving you problems, she always texts your phone, really, what is the value in it?
Nothing.
Nothing. There is none. And I say this too. If you couldn't have sex with that woman, most of you dudes wouldn't even be with her. Right. If you couldn't have sex with that woman, you wouldn't even be with her. So you really have to just take that off the table. Take the looks off the table. You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going to be seen with her. You ain't going to have sex with her. What's left? Most of the time, it's nothing. Right. So that's how I'm thinking first. Yeah. You know, but when you on a grind, it might be different for a dude who's just kicking back his feet up. And he, you know, but when you on a grind, you need something to support what you're doing.
And that's the type of guys we are. We always on the grind. Always. So that's why it's hard for me to fathom just like, it's throwing in the towel to shield one girl. Like, what? When I'm trying to get, man.
And a woman would trick you out your dream, trick you out your spot, just come chill with me. And a lot of dudes didn't got tricked out of it.
You got enough, it's okay. No, slow my process down for 3-4 years for what? For you to feel good. Yeah. You done fooled me.
And I say it all the time. They really will do that. And by the time you get out that slump, you're going to be older, your testosterone low, you don't got the same energy, you will probably never accomplish your goals.
Right.
When you done with that situation.
You ain't got the same motherfucking figure in your blood.
Well, and it's like I say all the time, a woman is only going to be bad for so long. The baddest 30-year-old don't hold a candle to a cute 21-year-old. Right. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So eventually those looks are going to fade. So think about the long term when she's no longer bad no more.
And when you own business, when you a guy that's really standing in your health and wealth. Yeah. I'm 43. I look better now 43 than I did 23. So we get better with age. Yeah. Right. So she can slow you down if you get comfortable sitting in the crib, get fat, start eating a sick skin, get on your grind the whole time. we gonna get better. Everything a woman does is to look younger.
Yeah.
They have to pay for this shit. We don't. We just do it through our repetition. We get better and get finer with age. They gotta pay for this shit. Get the lip filler, put this on my eyes, got Botox. They putting poison in their face to look younger because they fighting it. We get better with it. They like the salt and pepper. I wish my shit was. It don't go that far. I got a Beijing this shit. But if my shit was full salt and pepper, I have even more. Sat outside a little longer.
Hell yeah.
So like they can't compete with us, and it ain't no competition. It's a cooperation, and they got to understand that we're not in the same leagues, baby. And we see women always try to put, why are you trying to? I ain't trying to compete with you, baby. You ain't on my level. Get out of here. Be where you at in your level and on my side.
So speaking of just women, you know, quality women, when y'all go out, when y'all pop y'all shit, are y'all approaching women? Or
I'll tell you like this, like for me, it's like this. I like to get chose, right? You know, because I feel like how I feel in my heart for real. What do I look like coming to talk to a woman who could really do nothing for me, right? Unless it's Oprah in here or a superstar woman who could really lend her stardom to me. 9 times out of 10, the only benefit is going to be for the woman's side. So what do I look like? Chasing a woman down to change her life. I don't want to do it. We're starting wrong. She's going to be confused by me coming up to her. It automatically elevates her. So I don't want to do it. In case you didn't see me, here I am. Do you like me? If it ain't that, I'm not finna spit a whole bunch of lines. How you start is how you finish. If I got to convince you to fuck me, I'm gonna have to convince you to stay with me. I'm looking for the woman that wants to convince me. And if you don't recognize what you're looking at, you're too stupid for me anyway. I just don't like to do it. And it's, have I missed out on women because I don't do that? Yeah, but as far as I'm concerned, she missed out on me. Your life is gonna change. You're gonna take these trips to Dubai, to here, meet these 100 millionaires, do this, do that. So why am I trying to convince you to do all these fly things? You can't. If it was a woman out there that I saw of value, oh yeah, I'll come up to her. I just don't see it.
Right.
Man, boy, you took all the words out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, goddamn. Because I just don't understand or fathom that. Like, I'm a Venus flytrap. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you see this, baby, come on. I'm going to get you if you're worthy. Yeah. But you got to come to me. Yeah, I am the one. You see the aura. You see you hear the whispers and the murmurs when I walk in the room.
So
you know what I'm saying?
You think it's better to invest in yourself? That was good.
For real though, like they see that. You did it, baby. You saw me like, taps your friend. You know what's up. Oh, come on, I'm going to finish the job. Yeah. I'm not coming up, what's up, baby? Yeah. You ain't getting no advantage on me. But or trying to come holler at me. Not today.
I don't like every woman I see. I don't expect everyone to like me, man. I'm cool with that. You don't gotta like me. You don't gotta see my greatness. But I'm looking for the woman who sees the greatness in me. That's who I'm. Look, it's been good only dealing.
I ain't gotta be everybody's type. Yeah. Well, but if I'm your type, I'm the number one in your type.
Come on,
I'm there. I'm gonna be the number one on your list. You hear me?
And it's a lot of dudes who don't understand. It's a woman like it's more for us than an average dude. But it's a woman who sees you like that. I make this analogy all the time in high school. It's a woman who saw a dude. That's her. Cause she don't even know him. She's seen him. She making notes about him. She dreaming about him. That's her type. Right. It's a dude same way. He's seen a woman, don't even know her. Oh, that's my woman. I love her. Unless she's completely just terrible, stinks. He's gonna like that woman. I'm only looking for the woman who sees me like that. And there's women out there like that. And guess what? Most of these dudes, they need a woman every time they go out. I don't.
No.
Because one good woman beat 5 funky hoes any day.
Hell yeah, man. Like we on quality, man, not quantity. We did that when we was kids, man. That game is over with, brother. We need some real specimens around here. Like I went hunting and shot the raccoon and killed the possum. I want a goddamn elephant head on my mother ball. You hear me? Yeah, like if the Oprahs and all that, I'm gonna come here. I want Dolly Parton. You hear me? I want her. You understand me? I'm
really doing something. And dudes don't really understand the power in a woman who sees you like that. The things she's gonna do, the things she's gonna overlook. She's not gonna give you a problem. She's really gonna put her all into it. Why? Because she love you. If she sees you like she sees a superstar, like the average woman see Chris Brown, Drake, or somebody like that, if she sees you like that, what she's going to do for you, produce for you, the energy she gonna give you, is gonna be life changing. Now, I've done it with women who see me like that, so I'm spoiled. That's the only woman. A woman can't even kind of like me. If you ain't head over heels, if you're not obsessed with me, I can't.
If women don't say to me, and all the women I ever got real, intangible with, they don't see me like, yeah, you like a superhero, like you. I feel like it's a god aura over you. If they don't tell me that, it ain't gonna work.
And you should feel like that, so you should only let people in your sphere that feel like that. Otherwise, your self-image gonna go down. And your self-image, if you've ever read Psycho-Cybernetics, your self-image is the most important thing driver to your success, because you cannot be at your capacity if you don't feel like you can. So if this woman come in, don't treat you like a superhero, don't treat you like a guy, guess what? You're gonna think you less than, and it's gonna affect every other area of your life. So you need to find women who make sure you feel like that.
Damn right, and not only women, but your friends and family. They better treat you accordingly. and it should be that way. And overall, what we basically saying is the woman must like you. So, or like I see where you're going. Build your motherself up to the highest level. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you motherfucking good. Make sure you're smart. Make sure you give you some money, and make sure you're spiritually grounded. You got those elements and maximize them to the highest level at all times.
Hey, listen, I tell everybody that all the time. Like, I spit the game, I'm spitting, but you come in, I'ma tell you, it's all about, this shit ain't about the woman. It ain't never been about her. It's about me building myself up to the best I can be, because whatever you are, you're gonna attract. You're not attracting what I attract, because you're not doing the work that I'm doing. They're not doing the work that you're doing. So work on yourself, and you're gonna attract those high level women.
And it's simple. It's like easy mathematics.
They don't want to do the work, though.
Right, they don't want to do the work, so we done the work. And the women that don't understand that are talked down to you, they want you to chase them around like they Beyonce and you goddamn, you know what I'm saying, Bow Wow, some shit. Like, you picked the wrong guy to do that. I'm Jay-Z. Like, this Beyonce and Jay-Z here, baby. If you're on the most likely, it ain't gonna be Beyonce, right? It's gonna be Jay-Z and goddamn Sexy Red or something. Right on this level, and it's okay. I'm Hove. I'm gonna get you right. We're gonna figure this shit out. You hear me? But most of the time, it ain't on that level, and it's okay. I'm not mad at you, baby. You ain't put the work in I put in. Why you mad at me? I put all the work and got my glory in. You should be happy like this is working out. Don't be like, oh, he think he better than me. I don't like no shit like that. You don't like yourself. Your mama don't like you. You a disappointment.
Hey, listen, that's a fact. And you can't expect a woman to see you like that. She don't see herself like that. A woman can't love you if she don't love herself. She's so insecure. She got to put on a full face of makeup, a whole costume to go outside, man. You think she gonna praise you? She don't even praise herself.
She mad at you. She mad at you that you put that work in, because she got her own insecurities, her own self-hate that she want to apply to you. But we ain't accepting that. I love everything about me because I put that work in to get these things. I'm proud of myself, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm truly proud of me. And I ain't gonna never stop being proud of me. So you can't pull me down. You can't disrespect me, because I never disrespected myself.
Nah, that's a fact.
Every day of the week, man. I'm gonna put it in.
I tell people that all the time. When you work on yourself, when you really do the work, everybody else has to come on that level of respect that you respect yourself. When you're not putting in the work, then a woman could disrespect you. Your friends could disrespect you. These people. But when you hold yourself to the highest esteem, everybody got to come in on that level. You're not gonna deal with them. And most people let people disrespect them because they disrespect themselves every day.
And that goes for business. That goes for jobs. Even if you're working around a job, if you know you're putting that real work in, how dare you tell me I did something? I can't be late, man. I can be late today, man. I did more than all these people, man. I did it 300%. They did 75%. Don't talk to me about no late. I earned to be late, man.
I got a question for you, right? Because I say it all the time, right? I don't want dudes to get discouraged. I talk like this when I had nothing. I say it all the time. Two-door Mitsubishi with a light on, rusted. I had hit, had 3 bras in the back. They was calling me king. They was calling me daddy because I felt like that. I feel like I spoke it into existence. I feel like you should feel like that and then attract the women who see you. No matter what level you at. Hey, man, it's a bum on the corner with a woman. No matter what level you at, you should feel like that, and then you'll attract a woman and only accept a woman that look like you like that, and then you will become that because the people in your sphere see you like that.
Right. Yeah. But it's hard for most don't got that. But if you do, like we had, like sometimes it's a guy. I don't know who this dude is, but shout out to him. He be taking all my old content and Snapchat shit, finding old shit. And you can't tell if it's now or later how I'm talking. My teeth look different. You know what I'm saying? But I got the same voice, talking the same bullshit, but at a higher level. I was on Maniac.
I said, say, back then I was talking way more.
I was on, man. So, like, I've been like that. And you got to have it in you from the beginning. You got to see it through, though. You got to have that mindset. You got to have that manifestation in your soul, but see it through. Don't get discouraged. Don't do the impossible. But you can do it.
I feel like you got to see it before you put the work in, because if you don't believe it, you ain't going to put the work in. But if you talk like it and you can see yourself being that, then you'll actually put the work in to be it. So some people, they just got to put the work in to do it.
Yeah, so like I said, the same guy, he posts me test driving a Benz. 3 years later, I got it. Test driving a Ferrari. Me talking about it. I got everything. He pulled it up. Me at a Ferrari shop. I might have this one day. Got it. Rolls Royce. I'm gonna get it. Got it. All that. I'm gonna have mentioned the Malibu. Man, I did it.
Yeah.
Because I believed it. But the work was way more intense than to believe it. I ain't gonna lie. I have to work.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So people don't put that work in.
To put some value on that, people don't see the work.
Right.
People think we just woke up and we here.
Right.
You talk like this, it just happened. You know what I'm saying? People wanna skip to where we at and they want to put the work in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They waiting for that alien to really land here in this weather. Oh damn, take me to goddamn all the greatness. It's gonna happen. You gotta take yourself there. You know what I mean?
Ain't nobody take
and
you
you want to
back.
do it mentally before you do it physically.
Facts.
That's what's going to get you there,
Facts.
and it's hard for them to visualize that because they've never seen it around them.
Yeah.
No one ever talked to them. So the shit we giving, we blessing y'all with this abundance that costs a lot of money. It costs us millions of dollars to get this game. It costs a lot of years to get this game.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of losses, a lot of wins, a lot of friendships failed. You know what I'm saying? People died in this process, and we still here. So people need to take it and run with it. Believe before becoming. It's mandatory.
Man, that's a fact.
What's y'all, I'm just curious, what's y'all take on marriage? Y'all ever get married?
My take on marriage is this. First, you got to ask yourself, what is marriage? It's a contract between the woman and the government and you and the government, right? So any contract that you sign, it got to be a good contract. What are the terms? What happens if I fall out of this situation? So if marriage is what it is, a contract, then it has to be a good contract that has good benefits. And if it's not, then you shouldn't get into a contract like that. Now, if we're talking about just, the esoteric meaning of marriage, you could do that without the government. So I would ask, man, well, what is the point if it's not benefiting you? If the only benefit is if this thing don't work out, she gets half, well, then that's not beneficial to you. So you should rethink that contract.
Yeah, I said the same thing. I just answered this question. I said, shit, I'm with marriage. I ain't against it. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to do it like in the antique time. We ain't going to government. We just going to be one with earth, and we're going to go that route. All this, getting my money. No, we love you. Going to marry me. We're going to go to a forest and get the Inca guys and shit and goddamn burn whatever they do back in the days. What they did back when the Indians and shit got married. We're going to do that without the paperwork. I'm with that.
Yeah, so since when did doing something with the government benefit you? Why do we have to put the government in? Now, I understand. Some women get married, or back in the day, it was because, listen, I'm going to stay at home, you going to work. And guess what? If you decide to leave me and go with somebody else, I wasn't working to support this. But you women these days ain't doing that.
Right.
So if you really want something to make sure you good, okay, if you're going to be at the house, if we want to make sure you good, let's get some investment property.
Right.
That will be the thing. If we break up, you have something to fall back on. But as far as you taking half of what I worked for before you got here, it just don't make sense to me.
Yeah, it don't work that. And then on top of that, it's like how that this guaranteed, because most of the time they get sparked and they want to go over there now and cheat everything. Because you have a prenup, they still can avoid it. Oh, I was drunk, I was out there stress. So prenup, they ain't
my right mind.
Yeah, I don't like all that shit. So no, don't. I ain't even falling for the booby trap.
You gotta ask the woman, why do you want this contract? She wants it for an ulterior motive.
Right.
And you want it because you finna get half if you leave. So guess what? Now that you have that leverage on me, why are you gonna do what I want? Why are you not gonna? Now you gaining weight. Now you not doing what I asked you to do. Why? Because now you got leverage. I don't want to never give a woman leverage. Every day you got to come in, producer. This shit is over.
Tough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
Or
tough.
you can
It's
walk.
tough to get at. Like I don't. Like I said, we just go do it with the spiritual guys. We could be married. Shit, we can do it that way. I ain't
And if
signing nothing.
she ain't with that, it's because she with it for the money.
Right. So what else we doing it for? Well, we're married. We'll be married. We married. Hey.
Yep.
What you talking about? Shit, you trust me, don't you? You trust me enough to marry me. How you not gonna trust me to not do you right by our agreement?
Yeah,
But don't. Why you with me then? You don't trust me.
Exactly.
Fuck you
got
then.
bad intent.
Make you feel bad. Make you feel bad
100%.
about some shit like that. Don't make no sense to me.
Nah, for real though.
Heck yeah, man. To switch gears a little bit, just stay on the CEO topic. How old were y'all when y'all had your first business, and what made you get into entrepreneurship?
Oh man, I've been trying to get rich since I was 12 years old, So I would say, man, selling candy at school, cutting grass around the neighborhood. So I've always been an entrepreneur. I feel like everybody is a personal business, because what is an entrepreneur? Somebody who takes more risk than the average person. He has to organize their day and their time. So everybody really is an entrepreneur, is a business owner. It's just the business of yourself. So,
Right.
I got into it because I wanted to get rich, and I didn't see anybody working a job being rich.
Yeah,
True that,
for sure.
man.
And
True
once you
that.
know the demographics of that, the entrepreneurs are the real, the breadwinners of the world, that's what you must do. If you're really a man and you believe in yourself and you really want the full glory and you want to maximize your life. My first one, I say like a business-wise, not no street shit, when I started my clothing line. I had this, one of the ones people been saying this, I had this shit 15 years ago. I was just sitting in the office, going there, came up with the logo with my designer guy, and it's like cash cutting, right? It comes out the machine, I peel it. I get the razor and cut it out. I screen print. I've been doing this shit 15 years, little do they know. You know what I'm saying? That was the first situation I did that I saw money from something I thought of. I'm like, damn, that's why I still appreciate my clothes. People buy it to this day because they don't know I've been doing this for 15 years by hand. I sat there, came with the logo, put one at the top of them in the middle. There's some Chris Brown, a little baby, he's my shit on Madison Square Garden and shit. That shit crazy. I designed that logo from my brain. You know what I'm saying? 15 years ago. So it's like, wow. that's my creation. So yeah, I started that clothing line and started doing clothes that a long time ago, and I still love it to this day. But that was my first real like entrepreneur situation.
Man, hey, to me, entrepreneurship is really putting your destiny in your own hands. I don't want to put it in nobody else's hands. I don't care if you get paid $100 million a year at one of these big companies. Your destiny not in your hands unless you own it. So it's like I always want to be in control of my destiny.
Yeah, and putting yourself in that fight or flight, sink or swim, fly or die situation. When I quit doing that basketball training, I went full time on my YouTube about 8 years ago. That was a big decision, you know what I'm saying? And it was it changed my life because it was all or nothing. Had nowhere else to go, you know what I'm saying? Like one of my nicknames, they used to call me Bone, and instead acronym for ball or nothing else. That's what they've been calling me that for years. Because it's ball or nothing else. I got the ball out, or I don't want to do it.
Hey, that's how I feel.
You know what I'm saying?
I want it all or nothing.
Yeah.
Give it all to me or nothing. Yeah.
Like that's it.
That's
So
what we're working for.
yeah, like so once I understand, that's all basically saying like it's no folding. It's sink or swim. If I jump in this water, I gotta make it over there. I can't die. I gotta swim with whatever it takes to get over that.
You
go get
gotta get it.
And that's how you gotta go about life. That's gotta go about your goals. That's gotta go about your women you like. And it's all or nothing with me, baby. It's ball or nothing else. You balling with me or you're not.
Hey,
Yeah.
and that energy gonna push you. That energy gonna bring something out of you. Rather than you comfortable, hey, you'll do it, maybe I won't. But when you put yourself in that sink or swim mode, man, it brings something out of you. That's why I say the character built on the road to what I wanted gave me and built something more valuable than the money.
Yeah, for sure. Like that resilience, that understanding, the wherewithal, the perseverance. You know what I mean?
Because I could count on myself, and everybody can't say that.
Because they never bet on themselves.
Yeah.
So they never won because they never had the audacity to put the chips in. You know what I mean? They kept their little chip, and I'm just going to take this shit.
Hey, man, I say it all the time. It's a big difference playing not to lose versus playing to win. And most people are playing just not to lose what little they got. Not understanding unless you push it all in, you can't win.
Hey, shit. Like people always ask me about crypto. You got at least 10, 20,000 to put in there. Like you talking about the little petty ass shit. I get what you're saying. We could dollar cost it up. You can. But don't ask me how I got my money when I put 100,000 on this bitch. When this motherfucking 0.1, I could have lost it. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, you got the audacity. Don't talk to me like that unless you like that. You know what I mean? So yeah, people when they get something, they want to hold on to it. Dog, ain't nothing worse than a pile of money.
Man.
All that shit is going down.
Oh man, you save up a stash, man, little by little, you gonna look up and that shit gonna be gone. That's why I always say, man, let me invest it, let me do something with it, because regardless, that shit gonna be gone. You like, man, I spent this shit on food, spent $50,000 on food in the past, on nothing.
You want the streams of income, man, so don't get comfortable. So that what happens when you get some money, you get comfortable. You got to constantly grow this shit. The process of growing money is way harder than the process of getting the money. You hear me? Like to grow this shit, you gotta really know this shit. You know what I mean? So having money ain't nothing compared to growing it. So learn how to grow it. How you do that? Taking those risks, looking, investing. You know what I'm saying? Know this shit, man. So don't be comfortable. Get real uncomfortable if you're chasing yours.
Growth is only in the uncomfort.
Facts.
I like that. I like that.
I had a conversation with my homie one time when I first got my first M. And I fit off, you know what I'm saying? And I bounced back, but it's like my homie was getting a deal for $1 million. Cause he came to me like, "Nigga, that bread, you think $1 million a lot of money?" Like, yeah. I'm like, "How old are you?" Right?
Yeah, right.
How old are you? Man, I'm 40. Okay. How much your bill's gonna be? Right? If you got $1 million just sitting in your account right now, you think you're just gonna coast to the end of sunset?
Right. Come on.
Because what you gonna do is get a bigger house, get a better car, eat better meals, go to bigger hotels, take more trips.
Man, just inflation alone.
Oh, inflation alone gonna kill you.
Yeah.
So like just the maintenance is gonna fill up, and then you're gonna do more, and then you ain't growing this shit.
Yeah.
Now take the risk of trying to grow it. You never did it before. Oh, I got this bit. I gotta give me 100,000. Oh, what? Here you go. That don't work. Bye. That don't work. Bye. Gave mama this guy. Oh,
it's over with.
Man, you be worse off than you were before.
I never subscribed to the millionaire next door. I never subscribed to the millionaire next door, be a millionaire penny pinching. Cause that ain't the life I want to live.
That ain't going. That's the bum life because that's worse. That's worse than working a job. Cause you penny pinching, that shit going down. At least the niggas got money coming in. Like you got to know how to grow this money.
Cash flow is king.
Cash flow is king, man.
Speaking of that, man, you know, we sitting here, we all shining, we looking good, we in the middle of Miami doing our thing, having our way out here, living real good. How attainable is this for people, man? People that are watching, what would be if you could inspire somebody in a couple sentences, What would you say, man?
Man, I would just say, man, look at people like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, man. There's no man out here that's better than you. They just doing what you're not doing. So just on the most practical level, there's nobody better than you. They just know something you don't know, and they're doing something you're not doing. So take the impossibility out of it and say, if I do the same things that they do, if I know the same things they know, I could be there too. So don't make it so big in your mind.
Everything, because we already did the impossible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you living is impossible. Everything is impossible.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you already did the impossible even being born. So now your mind has to understand that I can accomplish this shit, right? So you got to put yourself in the forefront of your own mind of greatness. And you got to stay that, you got to keep moving like this, that I can do it, and going after it. So it's not easy, of course not, but nothing's great easy. Yeah. Like, what are you asking to be? What are you asking to get? So don't worry about how hard it is. Worry about how hard you're going to go and get it.
Man, say it.
Don't never worry about how hard it is.
Yeah.
Worry about how hard you're going to go to get it.
Hey, you know, I'll say something to that too, right? A lot of times you don't move on your dreams and your goals because they're not big enough. Like some people, I do coaching, they'll talk about, well, you know, I'm trying to have this mechanic shop. I'll be like, your problem is you procrastinate, which was one of the biggest problems most people have. You're procrastinating because the juice ain't worth the squeeze. If you hit your goal, if you did all this work, all this planning, all this risk taking, you don't own a mechanic shop. It doesn't inspire you. It's a book that I like. It's called The Magic of Thinking Big. It talks about how big your goals have to be. It has to be something that you don't even think you can accomplish in this lifetime. So if you do hit your goals, it's so inspiring when you get up in the morning, you want to move because it's like, if I get that, it's so inspiring. So you need to have more inspiring goals. You need to think bigger, not what you think you could accomplish, something that you don't think you can accomplish. Like Elon Musk want to go to Mars. You have to have dreams that big to get you to move in the morning.
And that's 100% the way to go. And as you heard, that's my mindset since a kid, bro. I loved animals. I always wanted a big ass farm, but like the real monkeys and shit, fucking Komodo dragons. Like, that's my thought pattern. I want to be a real life, like, superhero. Nigga, like, holy shit, there you go. And I accomplished that. Look next to me said, organic. Man, I can shed a tear, man. I'm like, what you talking about? Like, nigga, because of you. I took my last money, moved to Miami, and like, damn. And now I'm doing it, bro. Like, you don't understand, you the reason, and you sitting fuck to me. I could cry right now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's the level of human I'm trying to be on this earth, bro. I'm not down. I got to have it. So like, everybody ain't got that. But if you do, really tap into it, hone it, physically, mentally, monetarily, read them books. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Study the greats.
Something about a lot of people I know who's successful, man. They got a lot of energy, right? Yeah. And you know, in Think and Grow Rich, he said you got to have a burning desire. Like you said, you always wanted to have it. You had a burning desire, and that's what I see lacking in people who say they want something but don't do work. You have to develop that burning desire. See, we've been developing it for such a long time. A lot of these people are dormant. They burning desire is dormant. They smoking every day. They eating the wrong foods. They not burning a clean flame because they got this brain fog. You need to develop that burning desire. Yeah. That's what's gonna push you. You need the discipline. Yeah, you need the consistency. But if you have that burning desire, it's gonna get you to get up in the morning. And you got it. The way you talk, the energy you got, with the energy you got. The people that I know doing something, you've never seen a super successful person with low energy.
Never. Yeah. Feel like that way and they going after it. You got to do it. You gotta have that burning desire.
Gotta have that burning desire.
You gotta be the most glorious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's there.
Yeah.
For sure.
Why watching a video like this here in the organic speak, you gonna get that burning desire.
For sure. And I need y'all to have that.
Hey.
It's there, man.
Yeah.
Basement 8 years ago paying $600 to this. You know what I'm saying? Embarrassed.
Yeah,
man. You know what I'm saying?
I tell them stories, man. I got the same story, man. I was living out my car in Vegas. Before they used to charge, I don't know what I do now because now they charge to be in a parking garage. Right. I used to sleep in my car in a parking garage, get up in the morning, go to the MGM, take a shower, get on the treadmill, listen to my good music, go out there and go after it.
Man.
Yeah, years later, I was living in, I had 2-3 condos, a house in the Garden community, Rolls Royce, a Jag, a Range, all of this.
Yeah.
Why? Because I had the burning desire to get up and do it.
I was in that basement, bro, going to that gym, working out, like, I'm already tall, I'm already fun, look good, nigga, swole too.
Man,
get out that gym, they don't see me now.
See, you may not, have the methodology for it, but you do it too. Man, I have tools to raise my frequency. I work out, I'm reading the right books, I'm listening to the right music. All these things raise my frequency, give me that burning desire, give me that energy, which is all necessary to be successful.
Yes, it's very influential in your own self, and it motivates you within yourself.
Yeah.
So you got to motivate yourself sometimes with yourself.
You have to.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
You have to, man.
Like-
Hey, that's so important right there. And I say it all the time. You need energy, willpower, and clarity. And a lot of the things people are doing are taking these 3 essential things down. You smoking, you drinking, you doing all these things that's taking away your energy, your willpower, and clarity. And that's going to be very hard to be successful if you don't have these things.
Gotta have it. And I've been blessed by God that I never partake in none of that shit. So that's why my journey was even longer, because I always had the clarity. I always had a burning desire. It never was fall. So you gotta understand, you're dealing with a dragon that was sitting there this whole time, seeing it with laser eyes. I got to get it. I never smoke, never drink, none of this shit. Where's my story? Putting in the work, where is that?
Yeah.
So when I get here, I got relaxed and like, damn.
Man, and I love the fact that you don't drink, and not just don't. You've never.
Never.
Had.
That's
But
the
guess
key.
what? But
That's
you such a cool
correct.
individual, shining, doing all this. It's like you definitely a testament and somebody that people could look up to. Like you're not just no square dude.
Right.
But you never drunk, never smoked. That's something that needs to be talked about more.
It needs to be, and I say that all the time, and I say, find me that it ain't disrespecting nobody, but I'm just telling you, like, the demographic human being that I made ain't been done before. Not this level, not this ferocious. I was in the field for real. It's that too. Ain't no sweet about me, nigga, documented. But it's like, I move with a certain understanding. That's the gargoyle in me. You know what I mean? I ain't no lame nigga, I ain't do all that. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gotta be cool because you high and drunk. You know what I mean? Cool because you're in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That shit ain't glorified. Let's be special individuals. Let's move right. That little money you spending on this and that could have been going to this and that.
Oh,
To
God,
the business.
better
That's why I was
yourself.
able to fund my own clothing line with them little extra dollars. That shit counted.
Hey, but even more than the money they giving up is the clarity that those things are taken away from, which is even more important.
Yeah, and it's really just, blocking out their insecurities or trying to, mask, their failures or their discouragement within themselves, that it shouldn't be there. It's okay, nigga. We're gonna lose all the time. It's gonna be tough.
And if you
Nigga,
ask
buckle
me,
up.
it really block you from that infinite intelligence, those ideas, that business that could have win $1 million when you in that clouded state and don't have that clarity.
Yeah, because it's there for you.
Yeah.
Like, God gonna give you downloads
Your
all
facts,
the time.
facts,
But are you
facts.
gonna be a recipient of it? Do you got enough storage space? You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
It's followed up with the drugs and muffling and drinking.
Yeah.
You can't even catch the download. Your shit.
Or you arguing with your broad so you can't hear it either.
God, definitely gonna do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's almost worse.
Yeah.
That's the
crazy.
That is
That's
worse.
crazy.
That is the worst.
Yeah, for
Tell
sure.
you.
Because it goes back to the energy we spoke upon.
Yeah.
Because all that shit is cool. You can smoke weed high, but niggas, if your energy
Oh,
off,
come on.
it's over with.
Yeah. You
Jig is
cook.
up, man.
You cook.
Yeah, and the bitch gonna do that to you, man.
Episode 4, Primetime CEO Podcast. More coming soon, man. Let me know. Show me love. Let me know y'all enjoyed this video.